My camera's on low battery, so I don't know if it's dead, but it's on definitely on low battery. Probably like if it's less than like 15%, I'm not gonna use my camera for today, just because. But you know, see how games are hard to play in these things. Well, at least older games are harder to play on like new computers. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay, so there was a that came out recently called the CD SEEDY or SEEDIE or something. Oh, it's not. Low battery. Anyway, and what it was claiming to be was the system that could play all your CD games, from Sega CD to 32X, Sega CD to CDI and all that stuff, all the CD games, PlayStation One and all that stuff. And I went, that's great and all. That's great and all. But the problem is that, or the thing is that I want the good stuff. I want the ones that are hard to play, which are things like I want the things like what's it called? I want the things like you know early Windows PC games. None of this. Well, whatever. No, 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 no. Don't give me the crap. Don't give me that the ones that are easy to play. PlayStation One is one of the easiest systems to emulate. It's like stupid easy. It's stupid easy. It's dumb. It's stupid easy to play. It's easier to play than N64. So give me a second here. I need to come back. I need to come back with this. So give me a second here. And I go to Twitch. So yeah, I, it's the CD games that are actually hard to play that are the ones I want. Give me Xbox, original Xbox. Give me, all that kind of stuff. Original Xbox. Give me Sega Saturn. Give me the things that are actually hard to play. Not just be like, well, let's play the easy stuff. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Well, no. Don't give us easy stuff. No, 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 no. I've played that up the wazoo. That's easy to play. Give me the real stuff. Give me the real hard stuff. Give me the. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's hard to play older games on your PC. Older PC games on your PC if you don't play them through like good old games or something, right? At least that's what I feel. It's like, huh? Why? I don't know. They don't want, and then they don't want it. Cause maybe it's hard to do. I really have no idea, right? I have really no idea, right? I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. So also on my Discord, if you could send me the most awkward pictures ever, photos ever, like royalty free, where like I don't have to worry about, and a shirt that you or picture that you would want on a like you'd be okay with putting on a T-shirt because I want to put it on T-shirts. I'll explain one day when my ideas come to fruition. But definitely like one of those weird like I don't know. I don't know. Just in my opinion, that's a weird thing to think about. Where it's like, no, I want. Like I found a few like that awkward moment when you wave at someone who's actually not waving at you, and they're waving like behind you or something, and you're just like, oh. I'm not saying right. I'm probably gonna only go for an hour, but I'm not saying it's bad. Or I'll go for 2 hours maybe. I'm just saying what happens there is it's just weird. It's like, oh, you're not waving at me. Oh, you're not waving at me. Oh, like hi, and then you kind of look and you go, oh, hi, and it's like, oh, it's not me, and they walk, they're walking towards you, right, and they walk straight past you, and they go behind to the person behind you, like, oh, that was not for me. Okay, another awkward moment. A moment where you can like make it in a picture form, or like text form, maybe. I want it because I have a shirt now. That shirt that says "Embrace the awkwardness," and I sent it to the girl who left on Friday, and she goes, the person who said it, she goes, the person who said it should get that, should have that shirt, should have that shirt. And I said, I'm getting an even better one. I ordered an even better one. She's like, you should make a clothing line of this. And I said, yes, I'll make it. I'll call it "Embrace the Awkwardness" and make the most awkward shirt looking pictures ever. And she's like, that, yeah, exactly, that's it. Because he said, I sent her the picture of the photo from Vistaprint, and she's like, beauty, beauty, beauty. I'm like, great. Yes, yes. Stop talking. At least not that I feel like. Yeah. At least it's not what I feel. Maybe it is. Again, I don't know people's like deepest, darkest thoughts. There's somebody who thinks you're the hottest person in the world, and there's somebody who thinks you're like the ugliest person and like want you to die in a fire. You know that, right? Just that some people aren't willing to say either way. They're not confident enough to say they like you, and they're not confident enough to say they want you to burn in hell. I'm not that mean. I hate you with a passion, but I'm not that mean. I'm not gonna consciously say that I hate you. I'll do this passive aggressive, like, no, no, I don't hate you, and then have you at every event, and then be like, whoa, whoa, like, shut up, you suck. Just tell me that in my face, like I said before. There's only one thing worse than being hated is being ignored. Because at least you have a stance on the fact that, hey, you either like me or you hate me. Okay, you hate me, good. I can deal with that. I can live with that. But like this weird, like in the middle ground of like this like neutral, like, well, do you hate me? Do you like me? I don't care. What does it mean? Sorry, excuse me. It's so dang. Terrible. I hate it. I hate it. Don't sit on the fence here and be like, you're okay. But what does that mean? You like me or not? Couldn't care less. But what does that mean? Ugh, hate that so much. So, that's the no, no, no. That's just what I feel like. I feel like it's just like whatever. So look, in my opinion, in my opinion, could that it's better to have a stance on someone. I don't care. Look, I don't care if you hate me. I really don't care if you hate me. You can hate me with a passion, burn in hell. But at least you have a stance about me. You've made your decision about me. Like you said, I hate you. Rather than just being like, oh, no, maybe someday could be. What? What does that even mean? Stop the crap, man. Stop the crap, man. Stop it. Pick one. Pick something, you dingus. Pick something. Choose one. You dingus. Choose one. Or else go home and never talk to me. Don't talk to me. Go home. So I'm not saying it's good, though. I'm not saying it's good like I want you to hate me. But at least you have a stance of like, okay, you've chosen that you hate me. Good. There's a stance that you have about me. Rather than just being like, this neutral, oh, maybe, no. Or you ignore me like, it doesn't matter and I don't exist. No. Because I'd rather be hated than be ignored. Because that at least has like, you've chosen a stance. You didn't just ignore me and be like, well, I don't care for you at all in any way, shape, or form. It's like, no, stop now, stop. Please stop now, stop. It's stupid. Stop. You know what I mean? Stop the crap, man. Stop the crap. Very good. Oh, the mail. Yeah, yeah. I'm supposed to get my stickers in the mail today. I bought a bunch of stickers. Kind of expensive for what they were, but I don't think it's that bad. Okay. It's kind of expensive, but it's not. It's not that bad. I want to send. Oh, I should. I should just send in the mail one of those stickers. I got stickers of that say in Comic Sans, every letter being a different color. Embrace the awkwardness. on the stickers. It's great. I told that to my friend. I'm like, I did it in Comic Sans, and he went, "That's the." He just laughed. That's the funniest thing ever. Comic Sans. You have to. You have to Comic Sans. It's amazing. Oh man. Oh, Comic Sans is the most weird and stupid and awkward like thing ever. It is so bad. So bad. But yeah. Yeah. I saying. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So I'm thinking of like awkwardness, right? I want to make it like very awkward. Like, oh, that's terrible. That awkward moment when you realize that awkward moment, right? When you can't. That awkward moment when you don't know what to do. Because somebody made that point. What's the person being sung happy birthday to supposed to do while they're singing happy birthday? While everybody else singing happy birthday, what are they supposed to do? Right? What are they supposed to do? Just tell me. Tell me right now, what are they supposed to do? Because in my opinion, what you're supposed to do, what are you supposed to do? Do you sing along? Do you just stand there and like awkwardly do nothing? Like, what do you do? So that awkward moment when everyone else is singing happy birthday and you just don't know what to do. You're like, that awkward moment when somebody waves to you, but it's not waving to you. They're waving to the person behind you, but you go, "Oh yeah, hey, hi, yeah," and then they start walking to you, and then they just walk straight past you, like straight past you, and they're just, actually going to talk to someone else. But you thought it was you, and now you're like awkwardly like, oh, that awkward. You know that awkward moment when you just feel awkward, like, hmm. I think it was Eli Silverman on Barshin's podcast, when they were talking about like they were talking because they always have a thing where they ask their guests two things: have you ever been in a local paper, and what's the most awkward moment what's the most awkward experience you've ever had? And he brought up the point. Eli brought up the point where it's like awkwardness never like goes down in like, oh, it's okay, time will heal all wounds. Like, you're not sad anymore, you know, it's whatever, your feelings, whatever, your love has gone away, whatever. No, awkwardness is something that you think of like 12 years later and go, ooh, I hate it. Or like a year later, or 17 years later, or 23, or 50 years late, 70 years later, and you go, ooh. And then there's people who just don't really get awkward. They do a bunch of things. It's like, I don't get awkward. It's fine. But it's like, you can still think of it as awkward like decades later. It's kind of weird. It's one of those emotions that's like that. It's strange that way. It's weird. It's very weird that way. It's very, very weird. I'm not saying it's the worst, but like it's weird. It's kind of like, ooh, ooh. Yeah, because I can think of moments right now where it's like awkward, but and like I can still feel like, ooh, that was awkward. I don't like it. Or what's the most embarrassing moment? Sorry, not awkward moment. What's the most embarrassing moment? And embarrassment is one of those awkward embarrassment where it's like it never really goes away. Embarrassment never really goes like down in. I don't get embarrassed like, but from things. It's like that's pretty interesting, but it's one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, but also I don't really like. Also, it never really goes away. So you kind of have this like, eh. So yeah, it never really goes away, the awkwardness and the embarrassment of something where you're like, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. You just kind of feel always embarrassed / awkward. Always, you can pull out a moment and be like, that was embarrassing. So if you guys can come up with some kind of like embrace the awkwardness, it'd be great. Give me a that awkward moment. Okay, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to give me that awkward moment when meme. I'm gonna look it up. ChatGPT, please. ChatGPT, please. ChatGPT, please. Thank you. Let's see if I can do it. Give me a that awkward moment meme. That awkward moment. That awkward moment. That awkward moment when meme. Give me a that awkward moment when meme. Well, let's see. Sure, here's a popular that awkward moment meme. Cool. Insert image format. Yeah, you know that, but here's an example. Law image. Illustration of someone trying to high five someone, but the other person is looking the other way. Text. That awkward moment when you go for go in for high five high five go in for high five, but the other person is staring at the void. Yeah, like this. It's like you're trying to high five with someone, and they're in, I don't know, this direction, straight at the camera, right? And then I'm just looking like there, and it's like what are you doing? My brother told me a trick to never. My brother told me a trick to, like this, right, staring right at the camera, and then I'm like this. My brother told me a trick to never miss in a high five. Stare at their elbow, like, and you'll always get it for some. I don't know how that works, but apparently it should work. Remember, you can customize the meme by replacing the image and text with your own relatable or funny situation. That's a pretty good one, but it's not that bad. Not that good. Not the greatest. Or the awkward moment when you like shake hands and they have like that like baby grip where you're just like, what are you doing? Or they like do that thing where they go like this. Stop. A picture of a person with a look of disbelief on their face, looking off to the side. Caption. That awkward moment when you realize you've been singing the wrong lyrics your whole life. Yes. That awkward moment when you realize, and the person looking off to the side, the person looks at you like they know the lyrics, you don't, and they look at you like, or you're in karaoke and you realize, oh, I really never knew the lyrics, and I'm singing the wrong thing completely. Oh, whoopsie. Like, whoopsies. I stupid. Oh no, that's bad. I don't know what I've been speaking. I don't know what I've been talking about. And it's like, yeah, of course you don't know what you've been talking about. You really don't know what you were talking about, do you? It's like, no. Nothing stuck in my head. My stupid heart. Classic snack soul. People are trying to give me music now for songs about a girl that you thought you loved. That awkward moment when the one that was talking about yesterday. I think that's right. Yeah, that's a pretty good one because it's like, oh, I never knew the. Oh, those are not the lyrics. Oh, the image consists of a group of people sitting in a circle, looking awkward and uncomfortable. They are avoiding eye contact and have tense expressions on their faces. The setting appears to be a social gathering or a party. Text overlay. That awkward moment when you wave at someone, but it turns out they were waving at the person behind you. Yeah, it's like you're all in like a tense. Oh, you and like oh. I'm asking ChatGPT for some. Oh, 404. Oh, I can only ask 404. Oh, that's why I start. So they do only give you so many answers you can give. That awkward moment when you wave at someone. Thought it. Yeah. Oh no, 505. Okay, no. That awkward moment. Two people standing in an awkward position, avoiding eye contact, while tense expressions. That awkward moment. You wave at someone you thought it was you. You accidentally send a text about someone that person instead of your friend. Well, about someone to that person instead of your friend. That's the worst. The worst is when you send risque things to your mom or your dad instead of the person you like. You're like, oh, or your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. Oh no. You start laughing at the joke, but realize no one else is laughing, and you have to awkwardly stop. Or that moment when you laugh and no one else is laughing, and you realize, oh wait, that was not a joke. Oh, like, and you just start making fun of them. The one I like is the joke I like, the Christian joke I like is you tell a girl, or you ask a girl, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Then you realize you just called her Satan. That you uncomfortably take the wrong direction in a crowded place, and everyone starts following you. Hello, Daniel. How you doing? I'm looking for that awkward moment when memes. That's why I said, can you send me awkward photos? Um, Photos that would go on a T-shirt. So something that I could put on a T-shirt, like just photos that are really, really awkward. But I want royalty free, so I don't have a problem selling these photos because I realized I wanted to sell the metro map of Montreal, but I asked on the Legal Advice Canada subreddit, and somebody said, yeah, no, that's the STM owns the copyright to that map picture, and I'm like, oh, suck, you all suck, you suck so bad. I'm doing okay watching some Dragon Ball. Is Dragon Ball Z any good? I've always heard Dragon Ball Z is very good. People really like it. It's up there with Fairy Tail and Bleach and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Hunter x Hunter and all that kind of stuff, or Hunter x Hunter, whatever it's called. I've heard that they're like really good, and people then say Dragon Ball isn't the greatest. Dragon Ball's okay, and Dragon Ball Z is like really good. I don't know. I've never watched it. Oh, up there with Naruto's and One Piece and One Punch Man of animes and Pokemon and that kind of stuff. Which very good. You accidentally. I didn't finish it. It stopped on for the saga because it was going on far too long. Those sagas, those side stories go on forever. Those fillers go on forever. Anyway, you go for a high five. The person goes for the handshake, resulting in an awkward hand conclusion. Yeah, that thing you do where you're like, "Are we?" Oh, it's not filler. Oh, it's a saga part of the story that just goes on forever. Okay, but like the thing where like you end up doing like this thing where you're like, because you're like you wanted the fist bump, they wanted the handshake, so you're like, oh, or vice versa, and you're like, oh, that's the worst. You accidentally like a very old post on someone's social media account while stalking them. What's wrong with? I don't understand what's wrong with that. Sagas are just what the arcs are called in. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know what's wrong with that, but anyway. You make a sarcastic comment, but someone takes it seriously, and things get awkward quickly. You can that awkward moment when you call someone by the wrong name and they correct you in front of a group of. It's not that bad. Insert image depicting an awkward situation text. That awkward moment when, yeah, for example, that awkward moment when a person waving at you who turns out to wave at someone else on them. That awkward moment when you wave back at someone who isn't waving at you. Whatever, fine. Give me better ones. You've given me the same like thing like multiple times now. That awkward moment when you wave, yes. Individuals waving with a puzzled expression on their face while someone else stands by. Fine. Give me this. Yes. I didn't. There you go. Cool. That awkward moment when you wave at. You give me the same damn thing. A person with a confidence expression waving toward. Stop giving me. Give me a better one. You suck. Give me how to. No, I want an awkward moment meme. I want a good awkward moment meme. Scion Saga, Frizen Saga, Android Saga, Call Saga, and Booyu Saga. That awkward moment when you realize you've been pronouncing someone's name wrong for years. Oh, that's the worst. And then they look at you like, what? Or the worst is when you hear somebody else pronounce it in the same like group of people, and you just look at and you just have this awkward moment like, oh damn, I've been pronouncing your name wrong this whole time. It's not. I don't know. Pick a name. It's actually this. It's not Nathaniel. It's Nathaniel. It's like, oh shit. Or the worst is when you see it written down and you're like, oh, so is it like this? And they're just like, no, yes. Is it like this? I've only ever seen it written down. Nobody's ever said it in person. Ah! And then you're just like, oh, that's pretty bad. That awkward moment when you've been pronouncing someone's name wrong this whole time, and you're just like, shit, goddamn, like, oh damn. Yeah, it's really awful. Like it's the worst. It's like, oh no, when you're pronouncing someone's name wrong, or like pronouncing a word wrong. That should be a simple word. Is it this or is it that? Do you pronounce it or pronounce it? A pronunciation or a pronunciation? Can I have my syllables, please? Where do I put my syllables? Where do I emphasize my syllables? That awkward moment when you wave at stop giving me the same freaking stupid one. Okay, image depicting a blank template for that other moment. That awkward moment when you wave. Stop giving me the waving one. You said it like literally 10 times now. That awkward moment when you that awkward moment when you sing along to a song confidently, then realize you got the lyrics completely wrong. That awkward moment when you accidentally send a text message to someone to about someone to that person instead of your friend. Remember, yeah, that's a kind of bad one. It's like I was to the wrong person. Whoops. And it's a kind of like you're asking for help, or you're asking for advice, you're asking for something about this, and you like want to ask somebody else before you send it to them, or before you encounter this person or whatever, right? And then just immediately proceed to like say it to the wrong person. You're like, oh, oh no. Two people sitting next to each other, both looking awkward and uncomfortable. That awkward moment when you stop the waving. You've given me this like 14 times. That awkward moment when you, oh my god, stop giving me waving. You've done waving like 15 times. That awkward moment when you wait. Oh my code. Ugh. Because it's the most common. Yeah, I know that, but there's got to be more awkward moments. One, but there's also Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is a shortened version of the original Dragon Ball Z anime and without the fillers. The awkward moment when you wave at someone. Oh my god, you gotta have better ones. Two people standing face to face, awkward expression. That awkward moment when you wave back at someone. Oh my god. A person trying to high five someone, but the other person goes for a handshake. Yeah, did that one already. Or I know the one already. A person sitting at a table with a group of friends looking uncomfortable. That awkward moment when you tell a joke but nobody laughs, so you just sit there like, oh. Like, yeah, there's two. There's like that one where it's like you tell a joke and nobody laughs, and you're like, okay, whatever. Or there's the one where you tell a joke, or someone says something, you think it's a joke, right? You think it's a joke, but then the person's like, then nobody laughs, and you realize, oh, that wasn't a joke. Someone says something, you're like, and then you realize you're just making fun of someone. That awkward moment when someone says something and you laugh at it and realize nobody else is laughing and you just made fun of someone. Made fun of someone. Yeah, the thing, right? It's like that awkward moment when someone says something and you laugh at it and realize nobody else is laughing and you just made fun of someone. Yep, that's a good one. It's like, oh, wait a sec, that's not a. Oh, that was not a joke. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoopsies. Even in the valley of the shadow of death. So yeah, like oh no, you're like oh no. That awkward moment when picture of a waving enthusiasm with a stranger who turns around and waves behind you. Oh my god. That awkward moment when you wave at someone. Oh my god, I'm like 50 in that awkward moment when you wave at someone, when you tell a joke and nobody. Ugh. You have nothing else. ChatGPT suck. List of a panel of two panels. The first panel, a person with a confused expression is standing in front of a push door, while another person on the other side is pulling it. In the second panel, the person who was pulling the door looks embarrassed as the other person stares at them with judgment expression. Text. That awkward moment when you push up the door that says pull. These suck. These actually really suck. They do. Okay, fine. You know what? Give me a up line. Give me a pickup line. Sure, here's a pickup line. Are you a magician? Because whenever I look at you, everyone else disappears. She's a pick. Here's a pickup line. Excuse me, but I think I've dropped something. My jaw. This pickup line is meant to be playful and lighthearted, and it can be fun. Be a fun way to break the ice. Because it's the most. Yeah. There was one that was like, grab a piece of ice and smash it on the ground and go. That was an icebreaker. Someone, for instance, in will break the ice with someone you're interested in. Remember, though, that not everyone may respond positively to pickup lines, so it's always important to respect and be respectful and considerate of others' boundaries. That's the other one too. Don't do the ones like, "Is your dad a baker? He makes some nice buns. Is your dad a or something?" I don't know. There's other ones too that are kind of inappropriate. Where it's like something about the fact of like I could see you in my pants or something, or vice versa. I could see myself in your pants. Are you a magician? Because whenever I look at you, everyone else disappears. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you a magician? Because I can see everyone else disappears. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just did that one. You mean something new? Wait, what that? Okay, you're giving me the same one. I like pickup lines. Some pickup lines are great. Is your name Google? Because you're everything I've been searching for. Ah, stop the magician thing. Stupid. Stop the magician thing. Do me the magician like 7 times. Google a magician. That's it. I don't know. Maybe Bard's better at it. I don't know. Or does Bing's AI have a name? I don't think it does. Is your name? Stop immediately. French music. What's the song called? Classic Stack Soul. Fine. I'm done. Done with ChatGPT for now. I'm going to open up a new thing and just go to like whatever. Pickup lines. Pickup lines. Pickup lines. Pickup lines. 101 best pickup lines. There we go. I don't know why I'm going with pickup lines, but yeah. I hope you know CPR because you just took my breath away. So, aside from taking my breath away, what do you do for? The one I like one where it's like, was this love at first sight, or do I have to walk by again? I ought to complain to Spotify for you not being named the week's hottest single. Uh-huh. Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine writing all over you. I don't get that, but okay. Your eyes are like the ocean. I can swim in them all day. I don't get it. Cause so blue? Maybe. When I look in your eyes, I see a very kind soul. Okay. If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cute cucumber. But this is like the really most awkward. Like, ew, I don't like it. Do you happen to have a band-aid? Because I scraped my knee falling for you. I never believed in love at first sight, but that was before I saw you. That's actually pretty good. Like, just I don't know. I don't know what I wanted in a woman until I saw you. Okay. I ought to complain to. Okay. I was wondering if you could tell me if you're here. If you're here, who's running heaven? You're God. Is that how that works? I guess. Or you're an angel, maybe. That's what you're saying. I don't know. No wonder the sky is gray, or dark if at night. All the color is in your eyes. All the stars are in your eyes. It's right in the middle of the night. You go. Stars in the night. You know what a really great song is? A great song is "Dame Like This" by Scott Kramer. It's one of my favorite songs, and it's so good at being like like very good song because what it does is it basically says it basically shows the fact that like songs from the 50s and songs from today, one is very like beautiful and like oh the moon and stars combined. The other one's like she's a thought, she's thick. I'm gonna slide in those DMs, shoot my shot, and like ride you like a luxury car. Um, so good I'd pay for it. It's like holy crap. So good I'd probably pay for it. Think about her every day and it shows. She can make a fella wait for it. Cause she's got the other half of my soul. She rides like a luxury. Never thought I'd meet a dame like this. Now I know that she's my favorite. Oh, have you ever met a gal who turns your whole world inside out? One look and my heart skips a beat. One look and my heart skips a beat. Her Instagram straight filled with clout. She got that ass now, there's no doubt that she's the only one for me. She's the only one for me. Got me captivated, dreaming all the while. If the moon and stars combine, then still can never shine as bright as that girl's smile. Yeah, well, because she's basically talking about how like another weird place to put like um, because he was talking about how like the running community is a really toxic community. This community is a bad community to go and like read their comments. And then he goes, going to listen to like songs from the 40s and the 50s are wacky. Like they're the weirdest, most bizarre um um comment sections ever on YouTube. It's weird. Gymshark ambassador, you can't contain that ass on her, no. When she's riding passenger, can't seem to keep my eyes on the road. So good I probably pay for it. Think about her every day and it shows. She can make a fella wait for it. Now she's got the other half of my soul. She rides like a luxury car. Eyes and hair of a movie star. Whoa, whoa. Never thought I'd meet a dame like this. But now I know that she's my favorite. Oh, so swell. So swell. She's the sweetest girl around. Fine as hell. Fine as hell. Fine as hell. I'm down. Try her singing. Church bells ringing. That's the sound when she walks by. I'ma slide in those DMs and shoot my shot. It's worth a try. So good I'd probably pay for it. Think about her every day and it shows. She can make a fella wait for it. Cause she's got the other half of my soul. She rides like a luxury car. Flies in hair of a movie star. Whoa, whoa. Never thought I'd meet a dame like this. Now I know that she's my favorite. The fact they're actually happy and dancing during the other turn shows the good of bros those two gentlemen are. I'm just 19, but I really love this song. Scott Kramer, best singer. Scott Kramer's like a surprisingly good singer. Like it's really weird how good he is at being this weird like good singer. You know what I like? One of the best people. Good, you can lurk. You're not fun. But one of the best people I've heard of talking about like calling their giving their audience like a name. What's it, Dan Nerd Cubed. I don't know his last name, but Dan Nerd Cubed calls his audience procrastinators. It's the best. You're watching this video because you're procrastinating, doing something that you should be doing right now. We know this. We're not stupid. Or he's not stupid. He's like, yeah, I know what's going on here. Oh yeah, fishing with Louisa. Old people comments. I know you're like, whoa, you're like interested, you're curious. You're like, whoa, well, what do you mean by like interesting comment section? Because like he's talking about how the fact that like comment sections in like songs, 40, 50 songs, are the weirdest like generational battle of like our music's better, no, our music's better, and then you got like those weird people, well, those weird um like young people who are like, oh my gosh, it's even better than the stuff we listen to today. How have I never heard this before? What the heck? Mm. Yeah, I know. There's somebody. It sounds like he's doing like this whole song has this. Yeah, the music yesterday. It's so much better than it was back in the day. Better than it was today. Better than it is today. This is so much better back in the day. It's like shut up. No offense, but shut up. Like something from before your time. Yeah, I know you're like, oh, I'm actually the kind of cool guy who likes things. I'm the cool hipster guy who looks like who's cool hipster guy who likes things that were like before my time. Like, so cool. Like, look at me. Yeah, it's like it says, I don't make beef, however, but you people suck. It's like what? I don't know. I honestly I don't hate Justin Bieber. A lot of people. There was a point in time when he was just a little little twat that nobody really liked, and only like 13-year-old girls liked 11, like 9 to 13-year-old girls liked, and he was just kind of like a whatever kind of guy. And then he went and did his weird stuff where he like egged houses and did smoked weed and like did street races, and then went to jail for like what did he got arrested for like how long? Something like a month or something, something stupidly short. Then came back and was like, okay, I'm sorry. And he came out with sorry, and then he like found God, and he was like, oh, look at me, I'm great, and was born again. I'm like, okay, he a wacko, but okay. He looks like he's buzzed and doesn't know what he's going on. He had an interview with Ellen DeGeneres. He was on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and he just looked like he didn't know what the heck was going on, and he was like just out of it, like, yeah, what? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, she wants this, so like it was a what is going on. But I don't hate his new music. But yes, there was a point in time when he was just like the guy you hated on. You just hated on. I had a friend who loved the guy with a passion. Thought he was some. His dad thought he was some amazing role model, and my dad went, Justin Bieber. What are you insane? He basically said to the guy, "What are you crazy? This guy's a terrible role model." What? What? Whoa, calm down, bro. I was like, no, you calm down. Justin Bieber is not a good role model for children. And then he turned into his thing where he did all his wacko stuff and got arrested and whatever. And I was like, well, there you go. Not a very good role model, eh? Role model, eh? Not a very good role model, eh? And I'm just, I know, I'm kind of, no. I wish he still knew the person at that time because we would have like went right in their face, been like, yo, look, not a good role model, or not a particularly good role model. Well, here's the thing. Somebody makes a comment about how on this video about the what the Corvettes, the who the the Cordettes, right? The Cordettes singing Lollipop and Sandman. You know the song Lollipop, Lollipop, ooh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Or Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream, make it the cutest. You know the song, right? And so somebody makes a comment that says something to the effect of, "I love how this, I love how this song is not, it's not Photoshop, it's not auto tune. It's great. It's not, yeah, just because auto tune doesn't mean it's live. Just because auto tune doesn't mean it's live. That's not a live song. You out of your mind? Are you crazy? No, it's not a live song at all. Not even close. Not even close. It's not a live song. Not at all. It's like, what? Yeah, no. Oh. Oh. It's not? It's like, no. Oh. Of course it's not. You can tell it's been recorded. It's all live. Well, that's a problem. That's the thing too. Is just because it was like just because it's not autotune doesn't mean it's not a studio recording of something being played. Because when you hear like I guess somebody brought up the point of like it was a Rumi official video that was talking about how like just auto-tuned musicians, and then somebody brought up the point of like, well, Michael Jackson was auto-tuned, and you or not auto-tuned, but your Michael Jackson was like played with, I think it was auto-tuned and played with like recordings and all that, and he's like, no way. And then you listen to it, and you're like, oh wow, no, that's 100% true. This is a studio recording of, I think it's Thriller or Beat It or something, one of those songs where it's like, oh no, that's the studio cut of that song. That's not him singing. They move. They have no mics. All of them are singing like pop. Who's holding that long note? Yeah, they just press play on the recording, and then kind of just stood there and like, and then yeah, he makes the point in this video. Look, no offense, but they don't have a mic, so they're not singing, man. Nobody has a mic. There's somebody holding a long note, but they're all saying lollipop. So what are you talking about? There's a whole long. But again, it's another one of those things too, where you brought up the point where someone said, "I wish we had people who could sing," and like nobody can sing nowadays. You may not like these people, but they can sing. I mean, that's not great. I don't like you. Okay, that's not bad. I don't like them. I don't like, but they work. So. Yeah, it's like a mark of like pride. Be like, oh, look at me, I'm actually really good, and I really know. It's like, what up? Shut up. That's like saying. That's like saying. That's like saying because he's saying talking about how like this kid thinks like oh, I'm 16 and I'm the only guy who likes Frank Sinatra. Yeah, one of the most popular singers ever. It's like saying, oh, I like the Beatles. I mean, look, I'm the only one who ever liked the Beatles. They were some niche group back in the day. Man, I'm the only one who likes the Beatles. It's like literally the most popular rock band in history, and you're the only one who likes the Beatles. No. I don't know. There will be people back in 20 years. Yeah, a lot of people will like that stuff. Will you? With Big Sam Rush when? Just kidding. Maybe next time. So good, I'd probably pay for it. I think about her every day and it shows. She can make a fellow wait for it. Cause she's got the other half of my soul. She rides like a luxury car. Eyes and hair of a movie star. Whoa, whoa. Never thought I'd meet a dame like this. I come to know that she's my favorite. Oh, have you ever met a gal who turns your whole world inside out? American Idol. American ID. No, IDE. No, I don't know how to spell it. American Idol. Oh well. Okay. What? I don't know the American Idol song by. American Idol. Rock Hammer. There you go. That show got weird. That show got weird, weird. Who's it by? Wolf Garden. I can tell you anything that you want me to. I can sit and sing about all that I've gone through. All the winding roads, and there've been a few, and they won't define me. Then someone stole my car, my dog ran away. I broke both of my legs on my wedding day. I just got evicted, and some might say it's all perfect timing. The stars are aligning for American Idol, and you ain't a lie in this room. American Idol, American Idol, American Idol. I can only see in black and white. When I lie awake, I can only dream in black and white. When I was a kid, I'd lie awake and listen to my parents fight. No one ever treats me right. I was diagnosed with something bad, but I'll still be a ray of light. You know that I'm the right choice. I've got a decent voice that you can edit and post. That you can edit and post. So just make some noise for the small town boy. They give all your votes to the American Idol. And there comes Lionel right on cue. American Idol. American Idol. Here comes the key change of the American Idol. There's a 50% chance this works out. American Idol. Mr. Personality. to make music. I have like lots of different ideas, and I've written stuff, and I found stuff from like from ChatGPT. Hello, hello, snow. This is to go all crazy. This is the show. This is for you. This is just a slow. See, let me something I just felt tonight. Because it's gonna be the time. Be alright. Definitely not a feather under this mask. I'm so crazy, I'm a little baby. You and I would run away, you and I could run away. Vacation all across the nation, fly away on different planes. That's not what I put. It's okay as well. I saw when all alone in this. And you're all alone with this. I've been doing a mess. Like that's sensual. There's like a meme picture of like a guy, and he just goes like this. And he like I wanted to say deep throats the I know you'd understand. All alone with this. Okay. Which is fine, but it's fine. It's just everybody thinks. Yeah, the same way. Like I remember that. I remember looking every day for like a while for when Roman Atwood, Vitaly ZDT, and Mike something or other. No, Daryl. Anyway, they made their like prank movie, and everyone was like, I was watching. I was like, are they going to become number one on the movie charts in iTunes? Are they going to become? And they like, I could see it moving up and up and up, and then it went down, and then went up and up and down and up. Yeah, they went super awkward. Well, here's what I have to say. Okay, is cringy and or embarrassing? Is cringy and embarrassing the same thing as awkward? That's my question. Is cringy and embarrassing the same thing as awkward? 'Cause I don't know. I think they're three different things that are slightly different. You know? That's the other thing. He makes a video about talking about how the former Viners turn like kind of crap into this like, oh, don't come on YouTube. Don't be a Jake Paul that comes on and Logan Paul that come on YouTube. Please stop. But I'm not saying it's terrible. But I'm saying like, oh my god, you suck. Like just stop, please. Like Viners kind of suck. Stop. Don't come here. And then they came their own thing. Like Logan Paul's got a huge following now, and people love him. And he's actually come back from a lot of his like controversial things he's done. Things like he made his prime, and he's a boxer and a wrestler, and he did his weird thing with people followed him on this weird journey to make his NFTs, which I think is a stupid idea. Nobody buy NFTs, but oh well. That's fair. Think about that. She just said, "Can you imagine keeping every single person in your life?" Yeah, you probably have some bad people in your life that you want to get rid of. You say can't have you anymore, kind of thing. Yeah, she's not a terrible singer. That's the other thing too. A lot of these YouTube people aren't terrible singers. They're never gonna pop out of their like weird niche that they have of like YouTube. It's like whenever a YouTuber thinks that they're gonna be so much bigger than they are. Like there was something about the fact that like I saw a Ray William Johnson video or short YouTube short that was talking about how this woman has like whatever over 1 million subscribers and thinks or followers whatever it was and thinks oh everyone's gonna want to come to my meet and greet and she goes to like a Comic Con or something like that or a VidCon or something and she gets a booth, whatever, a meet and greet, and she just there's like nobody, zero, literally zero people, and William Johnson has to make the like harsh reality of like tell like explain like just because you have 1 million people online doesn't mean any of these 1 million people are going to be or over 1 million people are going to actually care about you. You're never going to pop out of these things, never. And my thing is, it's like, yeah, exactly. No offense, but like that's I just remembered something I did that was a savage on Friday night. It just came into my head. I'm like, that's what I did. Anyway, so like yeah, like just because you have 1 million, doesn't mean anybody cares. Also, how many of these people are 12-year-old kids, 10-year-old kids, 9-year-old kids who don't can't afford to go to these things and are just like, I want to go, and would have gone if they were like adults, right? That have the same thing. Laying in the bed all alone. I hate people who do that. They come onto like some sort of like thing. Ow, crap. They explain their like description of something, and then they just go, laying in this empty bed all alone. Laying on this bed that I made all alone. Obviously, there's nobody else on this bed, and it's like, oh really? I thought that meant there was somebody next to you. Oh good. Whew. Glad we got that cleared up. I hope I lose you. Yeah. See, that's the thing. You hear some of these people without auto tune, and you'll be like, "You're actually not terrible." And then you hear other people, and you're like, "Oh my god, you're god awful. You're so bad. You're the worst." Although, like, so yeah, it's like these shallow songs. You also realize if you watch some of these things that like, A, they didn't write these lyrics, and B, they're just shallow, empty nothingness's that just make money. So you're like, well, I don't care. And it's like, ugh, that's kind of sad to think about. But also, it's like that's the recording. You ain't getting those. You're not getting those. You're not getting a setup of Tom McDonald here. Ain't no Tom McDonald here. There ain't no Tom McDonald here talking about real issues. Probably turns off now. What have I done? No. Turn on safety. Yeah. Okay, now go like this, right? Can I get out of this? No. No. There you go. Cool. What even are sticky keys? I don't understand what that is. Anyway, so that's what you can learn from some of these. They've either never written these songs, but they didn't write these songs. So you're like, oh, I don't know what this really means, or they're so shallow that they don't have meaning. I just wrote this because I wanted music. I wanted to make music and make money. No, really. Can you fix my car? Can you? Can horrible songwriter. You're amazing. You're like that kind of fun kind. Anyway. Mm. Me neither. Me neither. Also, these it's just such a weird music video. If you want to watch Monster by Gabby Hanna, just look it up. It's just the most bizarre. Like, what is music? That's the thing. These music videos that have nothing to do with anything, and the song has nothing to do with the song, and just don't make any sense. And then there's ones where there's one by Coldplay where they just dress up as like animals, and it has nothing to do with anything, and it's like the most bizarre thing to watch because like, wait, what? How? Huh? I'm confused. You can kind of tell how there's like very little production value, but you had a guy who had a like expensive camera and decided, hey man, you got an expensive camera. Can we like shoot a random music video? Can we shoot my music video? And they're like, yeah, sure. It's like a 6 out of 10. It's like a 6 out of 10. It's not great. It's above average, but it's not good. I wouldn't consciously out of my own volition just choose to listen to music, but I'd have it on my phone or on my iPod just to be like that guy. To be that guy who's like, like, I have those meme songs. I've got Baby by Justin Bieber. I've got Sweatshirt by Jacob Sartorius. I've got songs by Cody Simpson, if you remember that guy, that Australian Justin Bieber. I got my stuff like that. So I'm like a meme guy. So that's the kind of song it sounds like I would have just because it's like a meme song. Yeah, she's just one of those meme. You know those what I'm talking about? Those memes, those meme songs where you're like, just like that's such a meme song. It just, oh my, what is why? No, stop, please, no, like that whole like just no, please no, stop, please no. It's a meme song where it's terrible, but like you play it because it's a meme. Like I can tell you right now, overrated songs. There's some pretty damn like terribly overrated songs. Just terribly overrated. Like stupidly overrated. I'll be right back. So those are bad songs. But then you've got the like overrated songs, which are like what's it called? Right, where it's like the overrated song, like the one that played in my circle of people forever, and everybody wanted to hear it. Every time it came on, there would always be a crowd of people ready to like, woo, we're gonna be a whole karaoke about this whole thing. Like, why? Was Bohemian Rhapsody? And I only have that song because everybody loves that song. Like there's meme and then there's like overrated, but everybody likes it. It's like there's a lot of worship songs that I just could not care less about. Literally, I could not care less. I hate them with a passion. And like I never play this out of my volition, but I have those songs and I know how to play them on either ukulele or on ocarina because everybody else loves them. Well, everybody else loves them, so I have to know how to play the song because also they're so popular that if I ever get on like a worship team, a worship band of some kind, I have to know how to play it because they're always gonna want to play. Oh, you gotta know how to play that. I'm like, why? You suck. Like the second one I play every morning at my cause I do Bible study on my young adults Discord, and the second song I play is "How He Loves Us," which isn't a terrible song. And then 10,000 Reasons. Both I play three songs. I play "He Loves Us." I play "Heart of Worship," "He Loves Us," and 10,000 Reasons. And both "He Loves Us" and 10,000 Reasons are songs that I do not like at all. But for some reason, everybody else loves them. And then the song I play on the ocarina that everyone loves is "Come Thou Fount," and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Or I'm like, "Oh my god!" How could everybody love this song? Such a I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. It's too poetically like um 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 philosophical and it's dumb. Makes no sense. In the sense of like, right. So I'm like the opposite of that. I'm like that guy. There's this really popular Asian YouTuber who basically was like, your videos are just random like spots from your thumbnails are random spots from the video, random like moments from the video. And the guy goes, yeah, you know how that come about? I just picked one of the three random video like suggested thumbnails, and I don't even think about it. It's like really, and he's really popular. I'm like, and the guy on the whatever podcast like really, and he's like, yeah, like wow, okay. like nobody clicked it. I don't understand. Look at the. Looks. Yeah. So best fries, but it doesn't explain anything. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Look, thumbnails are the weird thing on YouTube where I'm looking at. I'm watching a Scott Kramer video where he's ranking his thumbnails, and he does one where he's talking about French fries. I'm like, yeah, you gotta have a, like a like this has to be a very clickbaity thing where, well, I want to know what's behind that. Best fries works. The picture behind best fries doesn't. It literally could have had the text best fries. It would have worked better than this thumbnail. Because, no offense, but I'm sorry, that's terrible because it doesn't work because nobody cares because the picture has nothing to do with French fries. Like it's stupid. It has nothing to do with French fries. Wait, I'm gonna go and get them now. Oh, you suck. I clicked this, you dum dums. Only on 3 seasons. How many seasons of Batman were there? Three? I think there are only three. Well, okay. I have a question because I asked my friend this exact same question. If said piece of media that you're going to want to watch is not available in your country, I even used a VPN and it still didn't give me the thing in my country, right? It's not available in your country, right? I'm not talking about, oh, I have to pay for it. Oh, it's available, but I have to pay for it. No, 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 no. I'm talking, it's not available. It's physically not available in my country. You cannot buy it. As long as I preside in this country, I'll never be able to buy this piece of media. Would it then be wrong slash piracy if I then illegally downloaded it? Yes, yes. Would I feel wrong about it? No. Ethically, in my ethical book, in my personal ethical opinion of personal ethics, I don't care. Is it still technically wrong and illegal? Yes. And piracy? Yes. But would that be wrong, in my opinion, like ethically? No. That, my ethical standards, no. I can't get it for free. They don't, it's not available for free in my country. I have to go preside somewhere else in the world and then I can get it for free. Not for free, sorry. It's not available in my country. So I have to go somewhere else in the world to obtain it, you know? I'd buy it. That's the other stupid thing. I'd buy it. I'm not trying to get around paying for it. I'm just saying I would. I just can't. There's something about it, I just can't. How how stupid is that? Like I was looking for something, some song or some album, right? And I know my friend bought it at one point. So it's so stupid how I now can't buy it anymore. And so I'm like, what? That's so dumb because like I'd pay for it. That's the problem. I'd pay for it. That's the stupid thing. I'd pay for it. That's the dumb thing. I'd pay for it. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's really dumb. I'd pay for it. Hamilton. I think it's Hamilton. Hamilton polka. Is that right? Hamilton polka weirdo. There you go. Why are some songs? Why are some songs 99 cents and some songs $1.29? I think it just changed basically most of their songs to that, and then any song past this date is now expensive. Is now 190 whatever, right? And so now it's like, oh well, that's what that is. Yeah, okay, but I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand it, but I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Lemon tree. That's the song I was listening to. Yes, another lemon tree. That's the thing. I'm not opposed to paying for said stuff. I'm just saying it's just physically not available. It's like for the longest time you could not get Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Sunshine. You couldn't outside of playing it on your your GameCube. And so people were like, "This is stupid. Why can't I just buy it?" Like Nintendo, we're not stupid. Like we're gonna pay for it. We're willing to pay for it. We just can't. For some reason, we can't. Why? I don't know. I think I know why. I don't know why. Right? I don't know why you don't want to let us pay for it. We'd pay for it. That's the stupid thing. We'd pay for it. It's like baffling to me. We would pay for it. We're not stupid. Like, we're not trying to. Not all piracy is trying to avoid paying for something. We just want to obtain the thing. We just want to obtain it. We do. We just want to obtain it. We do. We want to use it and buy it, and we would. We're not trying to avoid paying for it. That's not always why we're pirating something. The availability, like lots of old random movies or lots of old random TV shows, where like, where do I watch this now? It's like I don't know. Do you watch it on this thing or that thing? I mean, there's places like Just Watch that tell you where things are, but sometimes they just like I don't know. You can't watch them anywhere. It's like, well, then I'm gonna pirate it because I want to enjoy it and experience it. You know, it's just so dumb. It's so dumb. I think it's dumb, but whatever. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. It makes zero sense to me. Like, oh, like it doesn't make any sense to me. To me, it it's just really baffling. It's like, I pay for it. Like, I'm not trying to get around paying for it. I just physically can't pay for it. Like what Ian says on we talked about that when Emu Paradise went down on the CU podcast. Ian Ferguson was talking about it and how he's like, "Look, I'm going to pirate until there's a legal way to do so. I just wanna fuck you. I want that song, Fly You. I think it's F-U. Like that, Fly You or something? Is it Fly You? I know it's Paul McCartney. Is it Fly You? Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. There you go. Now, the new songs that he had were I wanna fuck you. Where's for you? For you. Oh, that's so for you. Like that's the thing. I'm not saying right that it's a terrible idea and like it's so bad and whatever, but I'm just saying like, or it's terrible that you can't pay for it. No, but like, come on, people. I'm not like trying to get past all the paying for it. I mean, yes, obviously there's kids who try and get around paying for something, on the internet, right? But I'm like, not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody's trying to pass, like trying to get around paying for something. They're sometimes willing to pay for it, but they just can't. Or in their country, it's not available, so they use a VPN. Yeah, it's like I'm not trying to get around paying for things. I just bought. Oh, that's true. We do have to leave it at that. Anyway, sorry. I have to go. So yeah, like I just bought 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 different things. Some are albums that have multiple songs in them, so 14 like 15, 18, 22, 22. I just bought 22 songs. So don't give me that crap of oh, I'm trying to get around. My friend was talking about that, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. I asked him that, and I said, is that illegal? And is that technically piracy? He's like, yes. He said, yes, it's piracy. But is that wrong? I don't know. In my books, ethically, I have no problem with it because you're not offering me a legal way to obtain said thing. There's no legal way to obtain said thing I want to consume. Music, TV show, movie, book, music, doesn't matter. Yeah, just no. You know why? I see that video. He looks perfect. He's almost perfectly in this like. They all have the same kind of expression on their face too. He's talking about his when he did the thing where Rhett and Link. What happened to like because what happened with Rhett and Link was Rhett and Link um had this thing where they were going to do this whole thing of we're going to meet with you people. We're going to okay get Clearly Canadian back on shelves and we'll meet with you people and everybody who bought a case from that whole setup. We'll set it up with Clearly Canadian and we'll have a thing where you buy a ticket basically. Your bottle is a ticket to a exclusive live show of us showing you your tour of your studio. They eventually did a tour of the studio, but they had nothing to do. Like they never actually did the whole like Clearly Canadian thing. And Clearly Canadian is back on shelves. It's just they never did that thing. And then apparently they explained under his video like later that they were like, yeah, well, we tried to get back in touch with We tried to get in touch with Chloe Canadian. They just never really responded. We got nothing basically. And I'm like, really? Well then. Sitting here at the boring room. Just another rainy Sunday afternoon. F you. I just wanna fly you. Come on, baby, now. Let me talk to you. Talk about yourself. Try to something. From the time that I met you, I was on the down. From the night that I met you, I just wanna know how you feel. I want a love that's so proud and real. I wanna make you go out and steal. I just wanna fuck you. I just wanna fuck you. I just wanna fuck you. Yeah. They're all perfect thing. That happened, right? And so he's like plops himself right in the middle of it, and they all have the same expression where it's like, what happened? And it's a Rhett and Link thing. It's great. I don't know. That whole thing was really weird to think about. 'Cause, like, what happened to that whole thing? And then they basically came out and said, "Oh no, 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 no. We tried to get in touch with them again because we had like a thing going, and then we just stopped. And then they just kind of told us some like, yeah, no, we're not getting anywhere. And then just basically proceeded to like never contact us ever again. And so it was like, oh, is that what happened? It's like, yeah. And it's like, oh, is that what happened? From what I've heard, that's what happened. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's what I've heard. I've heard like, yep, nothing. They don't want to talk to us anymore. I'm like, wow. Okay then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like that's the thing. Back to the thing about the thing she's talking about Lily Pons and how these people. That's the thing. They tried to go from Instagram, not Instagram, Vine to YouTube, and it just didn't work. I thought everybody was gonna rap on it, grab on Instagram, and make these like Instagram short form content stuff. Nothing. Nobody. Then YouTube came up with shorts, and then TikTok came around with, or sorry, TikTok came around with shorts, and YouTube came up with shorts, and it was like, oh, now that's where people put their short comedy content. Okay. Catch. Signing babies and kissing. That's the that's the line. Signing babies because you're kissing babies and signing foreheads. You'll sign someone's forehead, right? Because it's like a thing where it's like, oh, I'm a celebrity, I'll sign anything. So you sign foreheads, right? Kissing, I'm signing babies and kissing foreheads. Because my friend, we okay at the work day at my camp that we did on Saturday. There's a whole thing where we're taking pictures, right? And so their picture was for the group picture, right? And so their picture was this. It was him holding. It was like that whole thing that you do when you're like a celebrity, and you hold someone's arm, and you like hold their elbow, and they both each other hold it. It was like when you're like opening something, right? When you're opening like a new bridge or a new building or something, and you're like dedicating it, and you got like the big scissors with the ribbon and all that, and you're holding hands, and like, and it's like, yeah, right after you've signed a few babies and kissed a few foreheads. So yeah, so never thought of me. She's my favorite. Oh, have you ever met a girl? probably don't. That's that weird thing too, where I was thinking about like, because that's the thing. What happens when you use anything that is there's like copywritten material in like a meme? I know the EU at one point was trying to make a big thing of like saying, well, don't do that because that's illegal and you can't do that and we can be, we can get you. And I'm like, oh, come on, you twat. But that's the other problem too. Whenever somebody says, yeah, but that's been posted on the internet, like, sorry, the meme it exists. Not that I'm allowed to use it legally, but come on. It's on the internet. You've decided to make it public, but you didn't ask my permission to use that picture. It's mine. Fair enough, but I'm not making, well, because I'm not making money off it, but yeah, you are. Never mind. Yeah, it would be. So, yeah, reactions on those, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Thumbnails are the weird thing in YouTube where it's like he just says at the end of the video where he talks about like people like Danny Gonzalez and like Drew Gooding. Is that his name? Drew. Anyway, Drew and like people like Curtis and like where it's like these people, okay, make videos and they just have whatever thumbnail and they always get clicked on. And it's like, yeah, well, that's because they're the people that are big recognizable people. Like PewDiePie. PewDiePie can make a video with a terrible thumbnail, but everybody will click it because he's PewDiePie and everyone watches PewDiePie, right? Yeah. So yeah. 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 He's doing now. He's now I'm watching a video of him doing like a. He's ranking every doing a tier list of every state license plate, U.S. state license plate, and I'm just like, that's just the weirdest thing. But you want to see it for some reason because you don't even know what all the license plates look like. There's definitely those flyover states where nobody cares about. Nobody's ever been. Idaho, Iowa, Arkansas, Alabama, Connecticut, Kansas, Nashville, Missouri, Montana, Colorado, Nevada, other than Las Vegas, Oregon, Washington State, like just the ones that nobody's ever been. Like everybody thinks of America and they think of like four states. Think of New York, California, Texas, Florida, Washington D.C. Maybe Pennsylvania, maybe New Jersey. That's it. Maybe like a Vermont. That's it. Clean. Also, I realized like the other day, I was like, I have 2,000. Let me check how many songs I have. Actually, I have 2,811 songs. That's insane. How many songs I have? That's incredible. And I've only used like I still have out of an 118 gigs. I have what is 125, 28 gigs, but whatever. I have 59.6 gigs left. That's insane. I can fit thousands of songs on here. I remember what's his name? Thank Pod tried to make a whole like thing of like cool, cool, cool. He tried to like see how much storage you can fit into an iPod. So he got 4 terabytes. I think he got 4 terabytes and it never worked. I think he got 2 terabytes before the RAM just would not load anything. Like no. That's incredible. That's insane how many songs. And if this thing ever dies, I'm frigged, man. I'm just screwed. If it doesn't want to run, doesn't want to read, doesn't want to do anything. I mean, hopefully the SD card won't like die. But I wish I had a place to put all these songs. I wish I had a server to run the. Look at the Iowa license plate, and it looks like the Ukrainian flag. Okay, I'm not doing anything. I'm not talking to anybody. I think I'm gonna end the video right here, end the stream right here, just because like I'm just at that point where I'm like, yeah, no, I don't care. So I think that'll be it for now, guys. So adios, mi amigos. Bye bye.